What's up, Pokemon fans? I'm back here bringing you another ranked battle on the Pokemon trading card game online. I think we are actually going to switch it up here. We're going to go with Virizion Genesect. Hopefully, we will see I guess, meta or mainstream archetype here. I haven't been seeing much of it right now. I've been seeing a lot of junk, but hey, Blastoise 888 has the advantage, so maybe we'll see something cool here. And it looks like my opponent is probably going to go first here, and he is. We're playing Virizion Genesect, and we actually get a pretty good start here. We get a Virizion and a Grass Energy, and that's really all we can ask for. It's not all we want, but it's all we can ask for on these first few turns here. And he does have these World Champion sleeves. That doesn't mean he was at Worlds. That means I think he bought a World Champion theme deck, and he looks like he's playing an Aromatisse deck. So this could be really interesting here. Going first, he definitely has the advantage. It's going to come down to this card right here, so he cannot discard it in G Booster. And it looks like the first card we're drawing here is Muscle Band. I'm probably going to hang on to that till next turn. I'm going to save the Pokemon Catcher if I can. If he does not evolve into Aromatisse next turn, I'm going to Pokemon Catcher that thing. And I'm going to have to Juniper. It's unfortunate, but that's really what I'm going to have to do here. I'm actually going to probably, to avoid that, I'm going to Skyla this turn. And grab an N. That's probably all I can really do here. And that's going to be that, and I'm going to pass. So we'll see what my opponent does. If he gets the Aromatisse out, he's in a very strong position, but he did Skyla the Level Ball for it, so he might not have it. But we shall see. Ultra Ball, so he is going to get out the Aromatisse, most likely. I would if I were him. He might not, but there it is. So I might hit that thing anyways, or at least try to. And there's a good reason for that. But we see an N here. Not such a fantastic game, but actually it's not as bad as it looks. Just because if I can hit it for 70 and he does not hit a max potion, then later on I can hit it with Genesect, and that would probably be worth it. But he might max potion it. But either way, it wastes his max potion. And I don't think on this Cobalion, it might be, but I might actually target down the Eviltall. But he's going to be able to attack with that Eviltall this turn. And that's going to be pretty devastating. So I think I might just go for the 70 on this Eviltall. That way, the next turn I can hit it with the Genesect. Because my Virizion will go down this turn. And I don't really see a reason to go for the Aromatisse at this point. But I can hit it with the Muscle Band. Attach that, and hopefully we hit a Genesect here. If we don't, we're going to be in some trouble. And it looks like we do. We're going to go ahead and bump the Skyro Bridge, or the Fairy Garden, and I guess that hurts him a little bit. Not that much. We're going to discard a Grass, and that's tough. That's really tough. We're going to have to go and discard the course, otherwise we're not going to be able to draw any more cards. And grab Genesect here. This is going to be a tough game to win here, but fortunately my opponent, it seems like he mostly plays EX Pokemon, which is really important, because that's all he's really knocking out on my side of the field too, is EX Pokemon. So this could end up being a really tough matchup, and I'm hoping he does not hit the max potion here. If he hits the max potion, it's going to be a huge problem for me. I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to do here, and we are going to see right now, if we start to see energies moving, then we can start getting nervous that he has the max potion. Otherwise, that thing is going down next turn. He is not going to have a response, and he's going to lose his energies, and he knows it. So we are going to have to see what all he does. He might honestly retreat and go for the Thunderous EX. I'm not sure if he has any energy in his discard. He does have the Plasma Energy, but he wouldn't be able to accelerate it. So he is definitely in a sort of predicament here as to what exactly he wants to do. He doesn't have the energy to knock me out. He could knock me out with the Eviltall, but then he's going to lose all his energy. And I am probably going to have a catcher at some point for his Aromatisse, which is really going to hurt him. So I'm feeling pretty good about this position right here. That turn 1 Muscle Band on the Virizion really hurts him. And yet, there we go. So He is definitely hurting right now. I could save the plasma energy here, but I'm not going to. And the reason for that is this is such a crucial knockout that I have to take it, even though I really would like to save it ideally, but I don't. I don't need to. I play like 3 Pokemon Catcher regulars, and I'm just gonna end here. And I did have 1 energy, um, but at the same time, had I missed, um, that would have impacted the game quite a bit. And we're gonna go ahead and get to do 20 here somewhere. I'm not 100% sure where we're gonna do it yet. I think the Thunderous is probably gonna be my best bet here because if I hit it for 20. I'm trying to think about how my math is going to work here. I'm going to hit the Aromatisse. That way, if I play a Pokemon Catcher, I can hit it with a Virizion and then proceed to knock it out. And I draw the Shadow Triad, so G-Booster is now, or I never discarded it, so that's alright. But the Rosalia is looming. The Roserade, the Le Parfum is looming for when whenever I need a G-Booster knockout. And we're going to see an end here. This ends me down to 4 cards. To be honest, it's not the end of the world for me. I'm going to be able to bounce his Fairy Garden back. He's going to come up and hit me for probably 50 damage and knock away my Plasma Energy, which is kind of a bummer, but it is not the end of the world here. And now it's my turn. I hit the Shadow Triad, and honestly, I think that I'm just going to knock out the Aromatisse. I think at this point, to avoid max potions, I'm definitely going to tool scrap the Muscle Band here, and just go ahead and grab the Plasma, just because I don't want to be swinging for, I don't want to be going for hitting for damage, taking turns, and wasting them to a max potion here. And if I'm him, I'm probably wanting to start accelerating some of that energy, even though there's no Plasma Pokemon left on the bench. So. I'm going for the Cobalion here just because he's going to knock my energy out. Hopefully I'll draw a Juniper or something, but hey, a Grass works too for me. It really does. Now, I probably should be playing a copy or two of Energy Switch in the deck. I don't know why I'm not. I just now thought of that. But because I would have liked to retreat it and grab and start going at it with Virizion, because unfortunately I am going to lose my Plasma Energy to this Cobalion, which is not ideal here, but it's part of it. I'm going to go ahead and attach the... I think I'm going to go for the double colorless here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go for the grass, so I don't have to keep attaching the damn thing. I can chorus for 3 here. That doesn't do much. Put my Sky Arrow Bridge up and my Muscle Band out there. I'm not 100% sure this damage is going to be relevant, and it might be, though. 140, that means 30 kills it, so... Or no, 40 kills it. Yeah, like I said, not super relevant here. So, we'll have to see what happens, but it definitely looks like I am in a commanding position in this game. And we'll have to see if my opponent can find a way out, which is very possible. He only needs 2 more knockouts, and he's halfway to 1. So, another knockout and a half in this game this is. And the Sigilyph is out too. So that's going to be super relevant. Wow. Finally on the other end of that god-awful Sigilyph, but we made our way out of it, and unfortunately, the Muscle Band was a terrible idea. Now I can't grab my G-Booster and knock that thing out, so I'm going to have to power up a Virizion, power up another Genesect, or 2, probably 2, and then go from there. Or I could just Plasma thing around it, I guess. I didn't think of that here. And I didn't draw it anyway, so it's not going to really be a deciding factor here. I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball, discarding a Grass and an N. And I'm going to go for another Rosalia here, because I have a Roserade in hand, and I want to be able to grab something next turn. Whether it be a better supporter, I did not mean to bench that Verizon. A better supporter, anything really. A better supporter, maybe a Plasma Energy, a catcher on this Thunderous, puts it at 20. and then I could knock out this guy. But he does have max potions, so remember that. That might be a card that completely. So there you go. See, max potion, 160 damage, gone. So very, very powerful. And unfortunately, my tool scrapper is gone, so I definitely did not play that well here. And he's actually going to come up and attack here, and it might be for the knockout. I'm not sure yet. 50. No, it's not going to be for the knockout this turn. Um, but this is getting real close. I think my opponent can actually pull this off. Um, just because of um, that sigilette. So now we're gonna retreat here. I'm gonna play the Roserade and grab a Genesect. That's really the best move I can make here. I'm not sure that he plays catchers. I'm sure he does with that Genesect hitting the bench here, but at least it keeps me a turn ahead because hitting that thing for 100 doesn't do much here, and I have hardly anything on as far as damage on the board goes, and that's what's so strong about that max push. These are my last two energies in deck. Oh no, that's really, really bad. My last two at least grass energies. 1, 5 in the discard. 5, 8, 10, 11. So one's prized. And oh, he hits the red signal. That's big. That is very, very, very big. And I'm not sure what I'm going to knock out with this next turn. Probably this. Oh, he's accelerating with Thunderous. Yeah, see, this is starting to become a really tough position here. Ideally, I'm going to draw, with this Juniper, I'm going to draw a red signal and a G booster. And if not, I could lose this game pretty quick. So I'm going to Ultra Ball here, improve my chances of hitting the cards I need. I'm going to make sure they're in there. See, Plasma Energy's in there, and so is the booster. I have 15 cards though, so odds are halfway decent. But I think if I don't hit this, I don't think I win here. And I did hit it. Wow, excellent. So I can take out the Genesect, and that's really going to put him in a tough position without that Aromatisse. I'm not sure if I have any DCEs left, and actually that's not going to matter because I'm not going to be able to attack next turn. But wow, what a incredibly lucky draw off that Professor Juniper here. And now the problem is that I'm running into now is I'm down to a Virizion attacking, and that is horrible. Horrible. So it's going to take a while to power this thing back up, and I don't know how I'm going to do it either. I may be stuck hitting 470 for the rest of the game, or actually 50. So we could be in a world of hurt here. I'm down to 7 cards left in my deck. Not really much in the way of Emerald Slashes. I think my last prize is that Grass Energy. I think I play 11. 10, 11. Nope, they're all out. Oh man. This is really, really, really brutal. So, and that's just kind of what you get. It's a result of not paying attention. I haven't been playing this deck much, so and not playing Energy Switch. So I said this is kind of a rough draft for me. And oh, he just opened up the game right there. I love that. I love every bit of it. I have game in hand if he doesn't end. That is a play that will cost him the game. I understand why he did it, but that's it. That is game. There's not much he can do about it. And because of that, he's going to lose. So I always love that when it comes down to that last basic Pokemon and your opponent benches it, and that's it. So, yeah, that's going to be that. See if we hit the Pokemon catcher here, and we do. So we're going to bring up Spritzy, retreat to the Virizion, and hit it for 50. And that's going to be the game right there. Had my opponent not choose to done that, I think it's very possible he could have won a game here. But like I said, that is a crucial misplay that a lot of players make, is just benching that last Pokemon. I saw it happen at Wisconsin Regionals in the live stream of it. Dustin Zimmerman, a player who topped 4 Worlds last year, lost to a Virizion Genesect deck because he benched a Pikachu. at the end of a game, at the end of game three. So it's just really at the end, it's just paying attention to it. It's you get so accustomed to not having that dust effect as much as it used to be last year, that you get comfortable putting those basics down, and it'll lose you games really quick. Had I not flipped heads on the Pokemon catcher, I would have had the Shadow Triad for the Plasma to win. And my opponent probably could have guessed that I'm not attacking with Genesect again in that game. It was not possible for my deck to attack with Genesect again in that game, so it was all on Virizion. So I was going to have to KO something on his board with Virizion, and he runs Max Potion in that deck. So it would have been really, really easy for him. He could just sit back and just kind of chill. But I'm not sure he knew that. I'm sure he was predicting another Genesect in the next turn or two. So he was trying to get the Aromatisse out to make use of his energies on board, because two prisms attached to Thundurus isn't very good. But I'm not sure what exactly. I can't really move this. I'm not sure what exactly he had on his board at the end of the game. I don't know if he had a Plasma Pokemon or not. He could accelerate too, but he was in a fine position to win. But anyways, that was a really good match. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I misplayed quite a bit there, and I'll work on that for sure with the Virizion Genesect deck. Like I said, I have not played it a lot. Definitely more of a skill-intensive deck than I thought about. You got to keep track of your energy, you got to watch where you're placing damage and all that. It really is a tougher deck to play. It's very powerful, very fast, but it's without playing Raichu and just playing consistency version. Your opponent just takes 3 EXs, and that's the game. As you saw how fast my opponent actually almost made that comeback, it can peter out pretty badly at the end of games like that. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. If you like this, subscribe, and I should have some more pretty good games coming up here soon. If there's a deck you want to see me play, doesn't matter what it is, good or bad, that you'd like to see played, just shoot me a message or in the comment section, and I'll definitely do my best to get some quality games up online soon. But all right, thanks guys. Hope to see you soon.